football's best are crashing the Super Bowl party this weekend in Miami. We're bringing the heat to South Florida as next year's NFL rookie class battles in a one-of-a-kind skills competition. Cade, McNown, and the quarterbacks air it out in the aerial assault and the run and shoot, while Peerless Price looks to add another title to his national championship season as he leads the field of wideouts and running backs in the shake and bake and obstacle rush. And oh yeah, we've got kickers too. It's the first ever Compact College Football All-Star Challenge, next on Fox.
A pleasant good afternoon to you. Great to have you with us on Fox Super Saturday. I'm Tom Brenneman for the Compact College Football All-Star Challenge. You may remember the Superstars competition from years ago. This is very similar to that. Some of the great college quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, and place kickers are here today in various competition and skills. My partner, the former Atlanta Falcons star Tim Green. And Tim, you've seen a lot of great college players, but I know one guy stands out, Donovan McNabb.
Well, he does. In fact, all the quarterbacks to me stand out because they epitomize what you have to have in the National Football League today as a quarterback. It's no longer enough just to be able to drop back and throw the ball downfield. In today's National Football League, you have to be elusive, you have to be fast, you have to be tough and strong, and we're testing all those qualities for these guys today. The other thing that they have in common, each one of these players, each one of these athletes, they are ferocious competitors. Whether it's a card game or a video game, a football game, or even today, they want to win.
Well, one guy who's certainly in the competition is Dante Culpepper out of Central Florida. He's standing by with our Pam Oliver.
Tom, I think we'll be hearing a lot of Dante Culpepper in the months to come. And Dante, tell me why you decided to compete in this event.
Because when I first heard about it, I thought it'd be a great event, great experience for myself and the rest of the guys here. And it gave me a chance to become more familiar with the guys.
A lot of top-flight quarterbacks in this. I know you guys are having a good time, too.
Yeah, we're having a lot of good time. We're just hanging out, kind of relaxed and just, waiting for the Super Bowl to kick around.
All right, you're kicking things off. We'll be watching. Let's go back to Tom.
All right, Pam, thank you very much. The competition is set to get underway. The quarterbacks tee it up in the run and shoot. You're watching Fox Super Saturday.
The Compact College Football All-Star Challenge on Fox is brought to you by Compact, Better Answers, official computer for the NCAA. By National Car Rental, so what are you waiting for? Let's go. And by Volvo. Volvo reminds you to drive safely.
Shoot presented by National Car Rental. And the quarterbacks locking up in one of two events of the day. This one, the quarterback run and shoot. The other, the aerial assault. And you talk about a quarterback lineup. This is every scout's dream. Michael Bishop, Kansas State. Dante Culpepper. Donovan McNabb of Syracuse, Tim's alma mater, and Cade McNown, the UCLA Bruin.
And again, Tom, with the rules, you see that they've got a lot of tasks that they've got to accomplish here. I think running through that gauntlet is going to be tough. They're going to take some hits in this. They've got to hang on to the ball, but maybe the most difficult thing they're going to have to do is pull up short of the line of scrimmage and hit the target at the end. Again, any failed accomplishment is a 1-second penalty.
So we're set to go, and getting things underway will be Dante Culpepper out of Central Florida. What a career he had.
Well, the thing that's most impressive about Dante Culpepper is his size. His size, his strength. He's got arm strength. He's got elusiveness. But, man, when you look at the size of this guy, you think he could be a defensive lineman in the National Football League, and I'm not kidding.
Culpepper, the winner of the Sammy Baugh Trophy as the nation's top passer, giving out by the football club in Columbus, Ohio. And Culpepper, obviously a crowd favorite. He's from Ocala, Florida.
Put your hand on the ball.
He's going to hang on to that ball.
Yeah, he will. Right. He tucks that thing through it. Now here, hits his dummy there.
On the run, tries to hit the target and missed the target.
as you said, Tom, has to simulate the handoff right through the gauntlet here. That's no problem for a guy as big and as physical as Dante Culpepper. And then you see the elusiveness, and that's his ability to run. But he does come up short in the run and shoot. Again, you have to shoot on the run, and he does miss the target.
Dante Culpepper checks in a time of 10.7 seconds to get the competition in the run and shoot underway. That'll be Michael Bishop, the quarterback out of Kansas State. A marvelous career. The numbers, the touchdowns, the interceptions, the record. But will he be a quarterback at the next level? Some wonder.
Basically, I respond to that is, all through my life, I've been told that I can play quarterback, but there's always been someone to give me that opportunity. And every time I had that opportunity, I stepped up. And I did a great job as a quarterback. So, if I have to go through that same thing again to prove a lot of people wrong, then I'm willing to do it.
What a wonderful young man and a wonderful competitor. The kind of guy who would play another position because he's a team player. He'd do anything to help his team. But, Tom, you got to see the kind of things this guy does on the field. I'd want him at quarterback if he were going to be on my team in the National Football League.
Tremendous rusher. The elusiveness you talked about earlier. And a winner.
Absolutely.
Bishop, the winner of the Davey O'Brien Award, the nation's outstanding quarterback. 10.7 the time to beat. And he throws right on.
Michael Bishop went through this event here kind of the way he went through his whole college career. Pretty much flawless. Watch it here. Nice job with the simulated handoff. Just touches it. Blasts right through the gauntlet. Nice moves here on the dummies. It really makes it look easy. Maybe the best athlete of all these quarterbacks here today. And throwing on the run is something he's used to.
And for Mike Bishop, his score is 8.7.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, it is.
That is in the run and shoot presented by
Well, the man that Tim Green
and a great job
likes to
Michael
watch up
Bishop
in Syracuse, Donovan
Our next
McNabb.
competitor,
Boy, so many tools, and certainly an evolving position as quarterback from years gone by. How so?
Well, that's not really my call. I think for the guys that are coming out in this particular draft, I think we're more mobile. We're able to do a little bit more than just drop back and avoid the rush and step up and throw to open receivers. I think the things that we present this year are a little bit more rare than it has been, the previous years, because we can tuck it away and we can pick up extra yards if that's the case. So we're also able to just drop back in, give it to the receivers, and let them do what they're capable of doing.
Tom, I said it at the beginning of the show, a new prototype in the National Football League. This is it, a quarterback that can drop back and throw from the pocket, but also a quarterback that has moves like a running back. Think of Steve Youngs. Think of Cordell Stewart when he's at his best. Think of Brett Favre even. That's what these guys all have here today.
You like him because he went to Syracuse.
I like him for that too, but I like him also as a quarterback. I know you're going to give me something. Syracuse.
Syracuse, I can't even figure out how to run through something.
Oh, Donovan.
Wants to know how many penalties. One for sure.
He comes out, and there's the slip right there after the handoff. That slowed him down. And then the throw. Again, this is a guy who should be able to throw on the run, and he does. So at least he comes up with that aspect, but I'm sure his time is not going to be enough to beat Michael Bishop.
And for Donovan McNabb from Syracuse, his score
Now for our comic relief.
run and shoot national
8.7 is scored.
Hope you're enjoying yourself tonight.
Michael Bishop.
Definitely a great job,
for Donovan McNabb.
Dante Culpepper, I tell you, awesome.
And better than 11 for Donovan McNabb. Now it'll be Cade McNown of the high-flying UCLA Bruins. Had their season come to a halt, if you will, right here in Miami, losing to the Hurricanes.
And McNown has that cool composure that you look for in every quarterback in the National Football League. In other words, when the game is on the line, you want the ball in his hands because he will come up with the big play.
Cade McNown and the Bruins losing to Wisconsin in this year's Rose Bowl in Pasadena. The only southpaw of the group is McNown. 8.7 the time to beat. That's a tough time to beat. McNown throws, bullseye.
He may be pretty close. He went through those dummies real quick. Again, this is the element that McNown has that a guy like a Flutie, a guy like a Favre has in the National Football League. That elusiveness, the ability to turn the corner, and then he throws it on the run and hits the mark.
A little bit short is Cade McNown. His score, an even 9 seconds, 8.7. The winning time delivered by, well, who else? Who would you expect to win? The guy who always wins, Michael Bishop. And he is standing by with our Pam Oliver.
Thanks, Tom. Michael, probably some more higher profile guys in this competition, but you win the prize today.
It's just an opportunity to come out and play against some of the great talent. And, once you play against the great talent, it make you, pick up your level of play. And I think that's exactly what happened today.
Tell me about running the course. You must have felt like it was back in spring drills again.
Yeah, I did. After I faked the handoff to the dummy, and I had to go through the gauntlet. It was just like knocking tackles off me, and then I had to go through the little drills. It was just like I was making moves, trying to get the ball upfield, trying to get a first down. So, it all came back to me, and then I just got in the groove towards the end.
NFL quarterback, is that in your future?
I hope so. I feel like I can play the position of the NFL. I just feel like I need, opportunity, and once I get the opportunity, I'll step up to the challenge.
We'll be looking for you, Michael. Thank you. Let's go back to Tom.
Pam, thank you very much. When we come back on the Compact College Football All-Star Challenge, the Shake and Bake Speed Zone. Speed Zone presented by Compact. Wide receivers and running backs participating in this event. Tremendous lineup. Cloud out of Boston College. Denson, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. James locally out of Miami. Darnell, MacDonald of Kansas State. Peerless, Price of Tennessee.
And for the rules, Tom, you can see there are a lot of elements to this shake and bake. This purpose, though, is speed. Fastest time wins. However, any obstacle not met or a pass drop, fumble is a 1-second penalty, so they're going to have to be accurate as well as fast.
Our first contestant out of Notre Dame, the all-time leading rusher in Irish history, Autry Denson.
We talked about Denson earlier, and what you see from him is just great elusiveness, great determination in the running game.
Denson 3 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons with Notre Dame. And he is a native of Lauderhill, Florida. So we're set to go where he'll hit the dummy and try to push that baby 10 yards. Running back, especially Denson, he's not used to this.
And if he doesn't get it 10, it's a second off his time. Makes the catch.
This is what he's used to doing.
That's right. This is what he's best at, Tom, the agility aspect of this course. But I'll tell you what, he's also pretty good at this element right here. He's got good hands.
Dropped one, had another go by, drops another. So Denson will be charged a couple of 1-second penalties.
And what you have to do when you get to this point in the competition, you've got to make the quick turn. You've got to get your hands up, and you've got to see that ball. It's going to be on you instantly, but hey, that's the way the ball comes to you in the National Football League. That ball's got no air under it. That thing's coming on a line. You got to be ready for it.
And with 3 1-second penalties tacked on, a score for Autry Denson in round 1 of the compact shake and bake at 26.9.
They put him on the high seat.
2 penalties he was given.
They dropped him on the high seat.
And now it'll be Mike Cloud, first team All-American, the nation's 3rd leading rusher out of Boston College.
And the thing that Mike Cloud did for the Boston College Eagles was he ran with power. And you watch him here, he just gets into people, he gets going north and south, and he is a big-time power up the middle of the field.
Cloud wears the number 21 in honor of his older brother Kevin, who broke his neck in a football accident. When Mike was 14, Kevin Cloud was unable to play football again. So let's see if he can do better than the 26.9 of Autry Denson.
Missed that first pass. He's got to just keep going.
That looked like a bad pass to me.
It did look like a bad pass.
Randy Moss wouldn't have caught that ball.
He's got to make it up right here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets them all.
That's why that first pass, I mean, if it's anywhere close to him, I think Cloud makes a reception based on what you just watched.
But Tom, he moves through this obstacle pretty good. I mean, look at that. Pretty good change of direction. And in fact, in the Senior Bowl a couple weeks ago, he ran for over 100 yards. So one of the knocks on this guy was that he's not an elusive runner. He can't make people miss. But he made people miss last week. He made the dummies miss today.
Well, a lot of us look good against the dummies. You wouldn't even be able to run through there pretty good. The first pass ruled uncatchable, so no penalty charged to Mike Cloud. And he takes over the lead at 25.2.
Yeah. But even though he missed that pass, it slowed him down because he stopped and waited for another one.
Edgerrin James, a local Miami Hurricane. Outstanding season. And has declared himself eligible for the NFL draft. Boy, did he have a strong finish, particularly that game against UCLA when Miami upset the Bruins, knocking them out of the national championship picture.
Yeah, he really led the charge in that game.
25.2 the time to beat. James is off. Well, he's moving pretty good.
If he catches them all, he's going to have the best time.
Well, he didn't catch one in the warm-ups, but he wasn't trying very hard. He's making it look easy.
He lost one.
25.2, but he'll be charged with a 1-second penalty. That little slip may have cost him.
The slip cost him, yeah. But now look at him here on the sled, though. He does a nice job getting under, getting a forward lean, and driving that thing almost like a fullback. And here he comes around the corner. And then, as you said, slipping on that first dummy there is going to be the thing that cost him the most.
Well, it looks as though James will indeed, despite the penalty, walk into the lead, a full second plus, ahead of Mike Cloud at 24.1.
And we would like to welcome from Kansas State University, a 13 All-American,
23.1 without it.
Darnell MacDonald.
So now wide receiver. Darnell MacDonald had a big season at Kansas State.
And he's a big wide receiver. This guy is the prototype of the National Football League wide receiver. 6'3", around 210 pounds. He's got the size. See if he's got the quickness as well.
And he's off. Again, the time to beat 24.1 of Edgerrin James.
He's got some moves. Now, this is where he should excel.
Making it look easy is MacDonald. And no penalties.
What he does, he slows his feet down, he chops them down, and really for a receiver, that's like coming in and out of a pass route. So he's pretty good at that. And then really where he's his strongest is in his receiving. As I said, he should be. Watch how his hands come to the ball. Look at that. His hands go to the ball. So he's out there catching that ball before it can get to him.
And for Darnell MacDonald, there were no penalties. And as we look up to the
very smooth.
Scoreboard, his time was
well, we really got a kick out of talking to these young men yesterday.
Great group of guys. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be back on the national champion, Tennessee Volunteers. Let's put your hands together for Peerless.
And the time, 24.1 for Darnell MacDonald, which brings him into a tie with Edgerrin James. And here is Peerless Price What a season for Price on the national champion Tennessee Volunteers, the MVP of the SEC championship game, then the most valuable player in the Fiesta Bowl.
And Peerless is peerless. What he does better than anything else is make the big play. You see him there.
Super Saturday.
Looking down on Gulfstream Park and now listening to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. They'll work halftime tomorrow night. We're getting ready here at the racetrack. Now back to the Compact College Football All-Star Challenge, the kicking competition. Here's Tom and Tim.
Welcome back to Fox Super Saturday, the Compact College Football All-Star Challenge. And our next event is the Kicking Quest presented by State Farm Insurance. And 3 kickers taking place in the competition today. Adam Abrams out of Southern Cal, Matt Davenport of Wisconsin, the heavy favorite Martin Gramatica of Kansas State.
And each kicker gets an opportunity to kick 6. Now the first one has to be the extra point. That's worth 10 points. And then the 5 other ones, each kicker can choose the order in which he kicks, earning a point for every yard field goal he makes.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah, 60-second time limit also to try to simulate a little bit of pressure.
The 1999 Sun Bowl Special Teams most valuable player and a win for Southern Cal. And he hits the chip shot. They can do it in any order they want as far as side to side, but they have to go 20, then 30, and the big one. See, Abrams is going to stay on the right side of the field, and he hooked that one left.
Now, he hooked it earlier in practice. There was quite a wind coming in from the east, so he played the wind, didn't have the wind.
They aren't used to having to hurry like this. It's like putting in golf. You don't step up there and all of a sudden just let it rip.
That's right. Well, again, the simulation is, hey, it's the end of the game. Run out there, make this thing, and win the game.
Very nicely done. And now the 50-yarder. The try by Adam Abrams out of USC. A little more leg needed here. It's coming back. And he made it. Only one miss. Adam Abrams, a native of San Diego, California, with 120 points.
And as we look up on the
one try from 30 yards, made 5 of 6 overall.
What's up, LA? How you guys doing?
All-Star Challenge.
Next up, it'll be Matt Davenport out of the Rose Bowl champion Wisconsin Badgers. Look at that accuracy this past season. He only missed twice all year, 5 times rather in his career.
He's taking too much time.
2 out of 2 thus far, hitting from 10, 20, now his first try at 30.
Davenport taking time to warm up his shoulders before he kicks.
Well, he keeps hitting them, but that one drifting right. So he has to make to tie these final 3 attempts. If he misses one, Adam Abrams will stay in the lead.
Well, that's got to be more than just a stretch. That's got to be part of his pitch.
Well, all you guys have that going there, right? Superstitions. It's got to be it. He's going to do it again.
I think it's more than a superstition. I think that's like just part of his form. That's where his kick begins, with the shoulders.
Did he get it?
No.
Had enough leg, but missed wide right. So Davenport hitting 4 of 6, missing from 50 and 30.
And we get ready now for
120 for Abrams, 4 of 6, 80 points for Davenport.
How's it going? I did my best. Automatic, Gramatica. See how he does.
Well, now it's time for the heavy favorite in this event out of Kansas State, Martin Gramatica. A history and the longest since kicking tees were disallowed back in 1989. He's hit his first 2.
Jason Elam made the 63-yarder this year in the National Football League, and they put the shoe in Canton.
Boy, Gramatica just banging them all the way against our Compact College Football All-Star Challenge sign.
Well, he's one of the few place kickers I've ever known, Tom, that has earned his own nickname, Automatica. Automatica Gramatica.
A native of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Did he hook that one left? Yes, he did. He has to make this to tie Adam Abrams for first place. We know he has a leg. He may have gotten it, did he? Yes, sir. Gramatica had to hit from 50 to tie, and that he did. So a deadlock between Adam Abrams of USC and Martin Gramatica of Kansas State. And we'll be back with more from Miami right after this. Pacific. And welcome back. Our next event is the obstacle rush presented by Volvo. The wide receivers and the running backs getting together again. Same group from the Shake and Bake. Co-winners there, Edgerrin James of Miami and Darnell MacDonald out of Kansas State.
Again, Tom, more with the rules, obstacles, things that they have to accomplish and achieve. Ultimately, it comes down to speed, and the final part of this challenge is a 40-yard dash. So probably the fastest guy is going to win this.
Autry Denson has been clocked into 40 at 4.5. We told you earlier, the all-time leading rusher in Notre Dame football history. Is if you drop the ball before you are allowed to drop it. No penalty there on Denson.
Feet have to hit each one of those tires in that tire chute, and then here's where the speed takes over.
Looked like Autry Denson may have hurt himself.
Yeah, he looked
there.
like he pulled a hamstring in that 40-yard dash.
Hopefully Denson's all right.
Yeah, I'll tell you where he really looked good. He picks this ball up. Watch him go through the gauntlet here. Just shoots right through there, and now he's allowed to put the ball down. In fact, he has to put the ball down. And then he goes under the low obstacle chute. But then it's in the 40-yard dash after he passes through the hurdles where it looked like he hurt himself.
Autry Denson's score was 24.1
Pulls
with
up right
2 penalties as he has completed obstacle rush. Event number 4.
Denson a time of 24.1 seconds
Peerless
to begin this obstacle rush. He had 2 penalties, went through in 22.1. Denson, one of the few players to stay all 4 years in college.
Got us warmed up out here. Stretch out, stretch out. What we got?
Now you get a look at Peerless Price out of the University of Tennessee, this past season's college national champions.
You remember in the Shake and Bake, he had trouble with the dummy.
He's got a hit at one time, it looks like here.
Yep.
Well, you watch some of these guys do the things they do, and you think, oh, I know I can do that. Going under that tarp or whatever it is.
Well, just messing around here yesterday, you and I know we couldn't get through this without an injury.
And Price will wait on his time and find out if there were any penalties against Peerless Price.
And here's where Price again stands out with those quick feet. Again, kind of simulating coming in and out of a break as a receiver. And then
look at 5.7 yards per carry. He's scooting pretty good. If he finishes strong, he might be the winner.
Yep, it's all in his finish. I don't know. He may have let up in that last 15 yards.
And MacDonald still all smiles. You know, the crowd wants James performing here in Miami, where he was a standout with the Hurricanes.
There he goes through the gauntlet with great power.
And for Edgerrin James, he comes up with a score
Got underneath the low obstacle. You said it right there when he was in and out of the chute.
James gets the job done, nosing out MacDonald, and he wins the obstacle rush So when we return, the aerial assault, the quarterbacks back in the spotlight. You're watching Fox Super Saturday. Our next event, the quarterback aerial assault presented by Compact. And the four quarterbacks, Michael Bishop, Cade McNown, Dante Culpepper, Donovan McNabb, again competing. The winner of the run and shoot earlier, Michael Bishop.
And the rules in this one are all about accuracy. You get 2 passes at the shorter ones, you get 1 at the longer ones, and if you hit the bullseye, you get bonus points.
And that 50-yard target, that's actually better than 50 yards from where these quarterbacks are going to be letting it fly. What a career for Donovan McNabb at Syracuse. He'll throw twice at the 10s. Gets 10 points there. He missed the target. And if he hits a blue, that's 11. Got the yellow there for 23 points from 20 yards away. Looked like that was a blue from 30. Came up short from 40.
Hit it on the bounce. He's going to need this one, I think, if he's going to win this competition.
Donovan McNabb, Big East Offensive Player of the Year 3 times, and first team All-Conference 4 times.
And here's what it looks like to him. Those targets are moving at 10 miles an hour. McNabb tries to get a little bit of lean going there, but he came up short.
Like a couple sweet throws there, dude.
It felt great coming off, but
I mean, just to be on the same field, this guy's caliber of Blue Chalk McNabb, you know what I mean?
wish I was a UCLA farmer. Those great guys over there. Mr. McNabb.
So next up, it's going to be Dante Culpepper, 75 points. The score for Donovan McNabb.
With an accuracy of well over 70% during the season, you would expect that he's going to be hitting these targets.
Can't say enough about Culpepper, the size of this young man.
Say hello to Dante Culpepper.
That's a bullet.
The bullseye on that. 5 extra points. He got that one.
30 points there. Now the 40-point try.
Oh.
And now the big ball. Look out.
He got it.
Culpepper picking up 50 points for that long throw. So the first 2 down, 2 to go. Dante Culpepper out of Central Florida.
And that is a beautifully thrown ball right there.
He hopes to be doing this and celebrating on Sundays this upcoming fall. More to come in a moment.
All-Star Challenge on Fox is brought to you by Compact, Better Answers, official computer for the NCAA, by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. And by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A reminder, up next, a 97 Kentucky Derby and Preakness Stakes winner Silverback.
I expect he'll win this. He's got the strongest arm of all these guys here today.
That's what makes you wonder why some question his ability at quarterback the next level up.
I mean, being such a good athlete with this kid is almost a curse because they realize he can play other positions in the National Football League. 2 for 2. 3 for 3. 4 for 4.
A duck, but he got it there. Let's see from 10 yards further, but that was thrown much better.
He hit that one right on. And there you see his strength.
Well, that one missed, but is it enough to give Michael Bishop what would be his second win in as many competitions among the quarterbacks here at the Compact College Football All-Star Challenge? No, he will come up just short. 66. So Donovan McNabb.
Well, McNabb takes it, but here you see Michael Bishop. You see the form that he's got, and I will be very surprised, Tom, if we don't see him playing the position of quarterback in the National Football League.
They're not a law firm. They're the best quarterbacks in the nation. Let's put your hands together for all these five.
Well, it's not my fault.
Donovan McNabb.
I just went out there. I really worked extremely hard and everything. You know, focused and concentrated in everything that I do. And I had a great time. Now we're joining Miss Pam.
So our winner in the aerial assault, Donovan McNabb, and he's standing by with Pam Oliver.
All right, thanks, Tom. He's our winner and our resident comedian, I think. Donovan, tell me about this competition, because it was not easy.
It definitely wasn't easy. I had great, competitors out here, guys just trying to make things happen, and for myself to come out and really make an impact, it's definitely an honor and a privilege, I tell you.
I'm glad you did something, Donovan, to give Tim Green more to talk about. Let's go back to Tom.
Boy, oh boy, we got to hear more Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we thank Tim Green, Pam Oliver, and our entire crew for being here today at the Compact College Football All-Star Challenge. Don't forget, up next, it'll be the Don Handicap. That is coming up just around the corner, a part of this huge Super Bowl weekend on Fox. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Tom Brenneman. For all of those involved in front of and behind the cameras, have a great day.